This is Stuart Stroyley for Sailing World Magazine. I'm coming to you from the Team USA compound on Portland, England, just outside the Weymouth Portland National Sailing Academy, the host site for the 2012 Olympic Sailing Regatta. The team has agreed to let me come in here and give you this tour, provided I do not reveal the actual location of the shed, as it's affectionately known. To give us a tour, we're going to bring in Kenneth Andreasen, head coach of the U.S. sailing team. Kenneth, come on in here. So let's start right away, Kenneth. Give us the history of this event. It's not of this venue. It's not the first time the U.S. team has acquired property at an Olympic venue. I know for the Sydney Games, the team actually bought a house right outside the harbor there. But this is probably the most extensive facility you've ever gotten for an Olympic regatta.
For sure, this is outstanding. And back in 2007, 2008, when the then Olympic Sailing Committee decided we have to do something that's going to be a game changer, led by Bob Bellingham and Dean Brenner, they went to England and they found this location here, and it's outstanding.
So you've had this location for 4 years, and of course we know every Olympic Games is just 2 weeks long in the actual competition, but 4 years long in the actual build-up to the event. Tell us how this bunker, the shed, this team compound has served you guys over the last 4 years.
The bunker? I don't know. No, it's been fantastic. Having, of course, winter storage is amazing, but also doing events here. This have become our second home. We've spent many weeks, many days here, both for Sail for Gold, test event, and also just training. And having a place that we can feel is our home is great. You know, we have a lot of good facilities in here where sailors can work out, where sailors can relax, where they can fix boats and repair sails and so forth. And you know, it's outstanding. It's really important to be able to go to a country and come back home even though you're not home.
You mentioned training on site, and that has become, it seems, a bigger and bigger part of the Olympic Games. Every Olympic venue has its own peculiarities. You know, in Qingdao, it was current and light air. Here, it's, I'm sure, something else, a little bit more variety. But how important is it, and how many days have you spent actually training here in Portland?
We'll spend many days, and we are going to, from now until the end of the Games, or the beginning of the Games rather, spend even more days. Now, being able to go out and find out what happens with the current, what happens with the wind, and do it over and over again, so that when crunch time comes and you have to make that one right decision that's going to put you on the podium or not, you know, it's all going to matter that you've spent just 1 or 2 or 10 extra days here. So our sailors have set up a schedule over the past 2 or 3 years, putting many days on the water on the schedule.
As we look around here, we see quite a bit of sailing equipment. We have a 49er here behind us, a couple of lasers. Just a couple days ago, there were 2 fins in here that Zach Raley is now out testing to find his boat for the Olympic Games. I imagine once the Olympic Games actually start, a lot of this equipment, sailing equipment, will be removed. How will this venue function during the Olympics? What will the athletes use it for?
We're going to be using it to prepare. You know, we're going to do our weather briefings. We're going to also use it as our relaxing room. You know, we're all staying in the Olympic Village. Everybody's staying there, so it's going to be crowded, it's going to be busy. There's the dining hall. Of course, you can go into your own room, but again, having a place to go to where you feel like home is important. So over the last 3 or 4 years, we've turned this into our second home. So for the Games, this is going to feel like, oh, you know, I'm used to this, I can do this, everything is as normal. So there will be, we'll be treating athletes here as far as PET, physical therapy. As far as massaging, you know, do our weather briefings. The coaches will do a lot of meetings here, and this will be our headquarters, so to speak.
All right. I want to confirm one rumor that I've heard about this place. When you guys got this, I've heard that once the British team got wind of that, they did 2 things. They, first of all, got themselves a similar facility around the corner, and they also locked down this place so that no other national team could get a similar facility. Is that true?
I don't know what they've been doing, and I don't know, you know, and it doesn't really concern me. No, what we're concerned about is doing the best we can for our U.S. sailors so we can go and beat everybody else.
Do you know of any other teams that have a similar facility outside of the British?
I haven't heard of anybody else. I know the British has one. They have heavy security outside of it, and you know, again, it doesn't really matter what it looks like because we have perfect facilities here.
Yeah. One last question. One of the things you showed me during the tour was the relaxing room, which has the Xbox. What is the game of choice over there on the Xbox?
I think that depends. That depends on who you ask. Some like the soccer or the football matches. Some like the Zumba dancing. Some likes the the more combat games. So I don't know. I guess we have some favorites in a few months' time.
All right. Well, Kenneth, thank you very much for your tour. As you can see, the Olympic Regatta, it may just be 2 weeks in duration, but it is a huge event, and it takes years to prepare. And it also takes a lot of resources. This is clearly something that a few teams may have, the Brits in particular, but many teams will not have. And whether that makes the difference, we'll see in a few months' time. Thank you very much for your time, Kenneth.
Great, thank you.